Hello guys, welcome to WWTube Season 6. This is me, Piloto, playing as Japan. We're playing Pacific 1940 outside of box rules. And I'm playing with my friends Prozac, playing as the USA and China. And my friend Corporal Clegg playing as the ss6 and the UK Pacific. So, what I'm going to buy? I'm going to buy for a total of 63 IPCs. Come on, focus. 3 tanks, 1 fighter, 2 destroyers, 1 submarine, transport with 2 infantry divisions. And now combat movements. So this stack of USA units have changed a lot of my strategy. So yeah, what I'm going to do. This turn has a total of 5 combat movements. Let me do some room. That's right. So, first combat movement. Let's start with my camera here. That's right. I'm going to make an invasion of Guam. So I'm taking 1 transport from Season 6 with 2 infantry and moving 1 and 2 and invade Guam. So that's an instant capture. Now here in from French Indochina, 1 mechanized infantry is going to move into Siam state. So this is an instant captured. And now Japan is at 59 and the UK is at 6. So just one mistake here. I noticed it in my, I don't know if it was Corporal Clegg's video. This territory I didn't capture it. I don't know. I feel it was a mistake I made. So yeah, it's just 1 IPC and we could continue the war in China. So that's the fun. That's fun, isn't it? Now, I have 1 battle in Kangsu. 1 infantry, artillery, and 1 mechanized infantry are going to attack Gansu, but not without the help of my strategic bomber from Hong Kong. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He will be remaining with 1 movement in his gas cage. My other combat movement here in Saskatchewan, the mechanized infantry is only going to move into Sikang. So that's another instant capture for Japan that is now at 60 because of the 5 IPC bonus of their national objective. So, and China is at 4. Yeah, so without the national objective I will be at 55. So that's 1. And my other combat movement, 1 mechanized infantry from Jiangxi is going to move 1 and 2 into Keichao, 1 mechanized from Hunan into Keichao, 1 mech from Jiangsu into Keichao, and 2 tanks from Jiangsu are going into Keichao. Now, oh yeah, I just forgot about this tank from Malaya. He is going to, this one is going to blitz from Shanghai State into Siam. And now, we have 3 mechs and 2 tanks, and all the Air Force in Hong Kong is going to move 1, 2, and 3 into Kangsu. All these guys will be remaining with 1 movement in their gas cages. So we have 3 fighters and 3 dive bombers. So yeah, let's do it. First, let's do the easy battle in Kangsu. Wait, well, I hope it is easy. Give me a moment. That's it. We have a strategic bomber. We have 1 mech, 1 infantry, and 1 artillery against 2 Chinese infantry. Let me just get this camera more closely. That's it. Alright, so we have my white dice is a 1, red is a 2, black 3, and orange is a 4. So I'm going to put one white here, 2 reds, and 1 orange. So yeah, let's do it. First round of combat. We have 1 hit, all misses. Now the 2 Chinese infantry returning fire with 2 or less. And we have a miss. So 1 Chinese infantry is taken as casualty, and I am continuing the attack. And we have 2 hits. So now China returning fire at 2 or less, and they miss. So Kangsu is captured. Let me just get these roundels. And let's return these units to the board. Now the battle in Quang Ke Chao. We have 3 fighters, 3 dive bombers, so also we have 2 tanks and 3 mechs. 3 mechs at 1 and 2 tanks at 3 against the artillery just fell off. That's it. 3 artillery from UK and 2 tanks. So let's roll for 3 mechs and 3 fighters, 2 tanks, and 3 dive bombers. And we have here 3 hits for the dive bombers. From the fighters and tanks we have 4 hits, and the others are misses. Now we have 3 artillery from UK at 2 or less, and 2 tanks at 3 or less. And we have 2 hits. So I'm taking the 2 mechs as casualties. And the UK lost his units. So now Ke Chao is captured, and Japan is at 61. The UK, no, I'm sorry, China is at 3, at 2. Should be at 2. It's 1, 2. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to count the territories again. Oh my God. And returning this to the board. So in Ke Chao we have remaining 1 mech, 2 tanks, 3 fighters, and 3 dive bombers. And those are all my combat movements. So now I'm going to pause the video and proceed with my non-combat movements. Alright, so first let's start with China. For my non-combat movements I will do my naval units later. So the bomber from the battle in Kangsu is going to move into Sujunan, and the 3 fighters from this battle are going to move into Hopei. So we have in Hopei 3 fighters and 3 dive bombers. They were having 1 movement remaining, so yeah, that's it. And now in Ke Chao we have 2 tanks and 1 mech. Now 1 mechanized infantry from Jiangxi is going to move into French Indochina. And yeah, I have a mistake here. Maybe Japan is not at 61, but I have not counted all the Japanese territories. So China is at 2 and the UK it's at 4. Yeah. Now I'm going to pause the video and do my naval movements. Alright, from the South China Sea, I'm going to move this fleet first. The sub in season 35 is going to move into season 36, 37 and 38. Now the transport in 37 is going to pick up 1 infantry and 1 artillery from Borneo, move into the Philippines and drop them there. The other transport in season 37 is going to move 1, 2 and pick the infantry and artillery from Celebes and drop them in the Philippines. All the fleet in season 37 is going to move into season 35. We are talking about 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, 1 cruiser and 1 carrier with 1 fighter and 1 dive bomber. The submarine in season 34 is going to move into season 33. And now let me pause the video and do my other naval units movements. Alright, so I'm going to move the 5 destroyers from season 6 into season 35. Also, I'm moving the 3 carriers. Okay, this is going to be a mess. I'm going to use magic and spawn them here in season 35. That's it. Now, 1 transport from season 6 is going to pick up 1 AA gun and 1 infantry from Japan and move to season 35, moving 1, 2 and 3 and drop these guys into the Philippines. Okay, now the sub, let me get this. The sub in season 6 is going to move 1, 2 and 3 into season 1, because why not? And the cruiser and battleship in season 6 are staying there. You know what? Let's move the cruiser into season 35. So yeah, I have 2 cruisers, 2 Prozac. And now let's place units. Let's first change this one. That's it. So I'm placing obviously the 3 tanks in Kiangsu. Sorry, Kiangsu. It's here, right here. And now I'm placing the 2 destroyers in season 6, the sub in season 6, and the transport in season 6. The fighter is going into Japan and the 2 infantry are going into Japan. So let's do a recap and then I'll proceed with my collect income phase. So let's start here. Season 38 I have 1 sub. Xi'an State I have 1 mechanized infantry. Siam 1 artillery with 1 tank. French Indochina I have 1 mechanized infantry. Jiangxi 1 infantry and 1 artillery. Keichao I have 2 tanks and 1 mechanized infantry. Xikang 1 mechanized infantry. This one here I think is Hopeg. I have 3 fighters and 3 dive bombers. Xinghai is not captured. Jiangsu have 1 infantry, 1 artillery and 1 mechanized infantry. Sui Yunnan have 1 strategic bomber. So these guys couldn't reach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they couldn't reach. Now here in season 35 I have 5 carriers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fighters and 4 dive bombers, 7 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 battleship, 3 transports, and that's it. Now I have here in the Philippine Islands 3 infantry, 2 artillery and 1 AA gun. In Guam I have 2 infantry and 1 transport in season 21. Palau Islands 1 infantry. Caroline Islands I have 2 infantry, 1 AA gun and 1 sub in season 33. Here in Iwo Jima I have 1 infantry. Okinawa 1 infantry. Iwo Jima is right here. Now, in Sea Zone 6, I have 1 battleship, 2 destroyers, 1 sub, 1 transport. Sea Zone 16, I have 1 destroyer, and Sea Zone 1, I have, just right here, I have 1 submarine. In Japan, I have 2 infantry, 1 fighter, 2 guns, and that's it. That's all for Japan. Next to go, it's my friend Chona, my friend Prozac with China. And yeah, now I'm going to count every territory again and proceed with my collect income phase. Alright guys, so after counting the war for over 5 times, I have, I think I am at 64 IPCs, plus 5 for my national objective and 1 I was saving in the bank. So that's a total of 70 IPCs. Pretty crazy, isn't it? And now, yeah, that's it, 70 IPCs. Please, if I am wrong, just let me know, please. And that's all. Good luck, guys. And yeah, that's all for now. Signing out.